So can you guys guess what holiday it is now? You got it. It's Purim. Good morning, family. Good morning, family. Don't forget, grow some trees, grow some food, grow something. Let's get started. So I've been doing these coloring sheets with the kids, teaching them about Purim, and it's been a little difficult. I mean, most of the things you find online, they make everyone look more British than Middle Eastern. So right now I don't have a king. I don't have King Ahasuerus because just about every drawing or depiction I can find, he doesn't look Persian. He actually looks like maybe King Edward. So even with the basket, I couldn't find one that I actually liked. So I actually drew this one and made copies for the kids to color. And now I'm going to have to draw a king also, because like I said, a lot of it looks more European, and I want it to look a little bit more authentic. So today we're doing a little bit more coloring, and this is a perfect way to teach the kids about Purim because they like to learn by seeing stories and pictures, and reading the scriptures from the Bible doesn't really do it for small kids. They don't actually understand. So when you draw it out and you show them cartoons and things like that, read them storybooks, it actually helps them. So I couldn't find most of the pictures that I wanted, so I actually drew some. This is another one that I drew. And right now, me and my 7-year-old granddaughter are coloring some of these pictures while the other kids nap. All right, so it's a new day, and we are one day away. Purim actually starts tomorrow. The boys are asleep, so me and my granddaughter are making a basket for a friend. And went to the store this morning and I got a fresh pineapple, some apples, some oranges, a bunch of bananas, and some peanuts. Then I also made these little candy jars for our celebration. So I am including 2 of those in the package. So we've got some Jelly Bellies and some butterscotch and some, what else is in there? Oh, some Sour Patch Kids. And it's just a little plastic container from the Dollar Tree and some cello wrap that I had. And now I'm getting ready to close it up and put a bow on it. So there's one more tip that I actually have for you guys. And that is, before you fill your baskets, actually sit them inside of the bag that you're going to use for the shrink wrap. I got this from the Dollar Tree. I kind of pick them up all throughout the year because, I'm always doing something. Even the baskets, I have like 4 or 5 of them up in the top of the closet. But I learned a long time ago that if you actually construct your basket inside of the bag, you don't actually have to move it afterwards. Makes it a lot easier to just pull this up and tie it off and then shrink. And here is a finished product. So all I gotta do now is just add a note. Look at this, you guys. It's like such a mess over here right now, but this is actually all the stuff that we're going to be decorating with tomorrow and setting out and setting up a table with. And I'll be delivering this. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do it tomorrow or if I'm going to actually do it on Thursday. If I do it tomorrow, she can enjoy it tomorrow evening, or I can do it Thursday morning and she will have it for Thursday. Not sure yet. When do you guys deliver yours? Let me know. Hey family. So today's Tuesday and it is 11:22 p.m. and I'm setting up my table for tomorrow. Now, I'm not one of those grandmothers who usually gives the grandkids a lot of treats, a lot of sweets. So tomorrow, or should I say tomorrow evening, when Purim begins, I am actually going a little overboard on the sweets. For me, at least. Like I said, I don't usually give them a lot of sweets, but tomorrow's a little different. It is a celebration, so they will have their pick of candy. Not only that, we are going to be baking cookies. I've already delivered my gift basket to someone, and yeah, there's more candy in there, and got some gifts over there too. So, you know, did a little decorating. Most of it came from the Dollar Tree. So just about all these decorations were $1. I wanted something really colorful, really festive. So tomorrow we are going to have dinner. We are going to have gifts and lots of treats, and we will be reading the book of Esther. I have lots of noisemakers over here. We will not be dressing in costumes. We will not be getting drunk. You know, those are traditions that have crept into the celebration. So if you go according to scripture, you know, they feasted for 2 days and they gave portions of food to one another. They gave charity to the poor. And, you know, we are going to keep those traditions. So this little box, I actually got the idea from It Up. There's another YouTube channel that I recently discovered. I love her energy, her personality, her joyous disposition. I really love it. And when her daughter came up with this idea, I just thought it was so cute and I wanted to do it for 2 of my granddaughters. So I couldn't find a top that didn't have a birthday thing on it. So what I did is just kind of covered the cake. But yeah, it's filled with candy also. So for my girls, they got the princess boxes. For the boys, I did the bags. And for my 22-year-old daughter, she loves Swedish fish. So I grabbed those for her. I've got lots of noisemakers. Got a whole little vase of them over here. So it's going to get pretty noisy in here. I've already been letting the kids play around with some of them because I bought quite a few, probably about 3 or 4 packs of them. And they've been having fun just running around this week, blowing them. We've got Jelly Bellies, and one of my granddaughters loves Whoppers, so I actually let her go ahead and pick that. We've got the Mike and Ike's, and more of the candy containers that I made. They all have the same thing in them, which, like I said, are the hard candies, you know, the butterscotches and the mints. And they also have the Jelly Bellies and the Sour Patch Kids. So there's going to be quite a lot. Also, I went ahead and got some of the cotton candy. And as you can see, yeah. So it's one thing that I didn't realize is the Dollar Tree has a lot of candy that is actually kosher. So tell me, what do you guys think? Did I go overboard with the sweets? You know what, you guys? I almost forgot that I do have a daughter that does not drink any alcohol at all. And Then we have my teenage grandson and granddaughter, and then we have the little ones. So all I did was pick up these little bottles of Martinelli's, and I got these from the Dollar Tree also, and I just tied some glittery bridal tulle around them. So they do have two flavors. They have the original apple cider, and then they have the grape. So I just got a couple of each, that way they can choose. And I've had them in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna leave them there until this evening. And I think they're cute. Like I said, there's more in the refrigerator. I also made this scepter because I thought it would be just cute. All it is the end of the cello wrap, you know, the little cardboard piece that's in the middle. And I just took some gold tissue paper and wrapped it around it. Did the same with the end and added a few pieces of ribbon on there and taped it. This should be fun to use tonight while we are reading the story of Esther. We're each going to take turns. My granddaughter is going to read for Hadassah. My grandson is going to be Haman or Haman, depending on how you want to say it. I'm going to narrate. And then, of course, we're just going to let the kids jump in here and there, you know, wherever they can actually fit in, you know. And, yeah, it should be lots of fun tonight. So I've also been hiding these little goodies away because I live with a cookie monster. And if they would have found these, they would probably be gone by now. So I got these little brownie bites and some lemon bars and these little peanut butter fudge no-bake cookies because, you know, I don't always have time to bake. Running an in-home family childcare and taking care of all the housework, the yard work, my cars, and it gets a little tiring. So it's nice when I can find things that are actually kosher, and these came from Walmart. You see that? Yes. Look at that. So, yeah, we are, can't get even close enough on that one. And so that took care of a lot of the baking for me. And then today, when the granddaughter gets out of school, she gets out early at 1 o'clock today, we will be baking cookies. All right, family, so after the adults came in this morning and my daughter came in last night and they saw the candy table that I had over here, let's see, I got a question as to why I only had 3 bags of the cotton candy. So I ended up picking up 2 more bags. I went to a different Dollar Tree and they actually had a watermelon cotton candy. So gives you a little bit more of a variety for those who eat cotton candy. And then also they started calling dibs on the Mike and Ike's. So you know what? I had to go and pick up a couple more boxes of Mike's and Ike's. And my husband likes red vines. He loves Boston baked beans also, but I couldn't find any. So you know what? I just grabbed him a bag of red vines. As far as I know of red vines, they're not kosher. I know they're halal, but you know, he's not kosher anyway, so I just went ahead and grabbed those for him. So it looks like this sweets table over here is just getting more and more sugary. Is that a word? Sugary? More and more sweet. And then, like I said, I still have the 2 empty platters here because when my granddaughter gets out of school today, we are going to be baking cookies and we are going to bag up some of these. I'm going to cut the lemon bars a little smaller. I think I will cut each one into a 1/4. And yeah, we're going to bag up some of those. She wants to take a treat bag to her teacher tomorrow. But the kids came in this morning and they are extremely excited. So made me a little more excited also. And hopefully you guys are excited too. Good morning, everyone. Happy Purim, or Chag Sameach. First of all, I just want to apologize to everyone because I forgot to turn the camera on last night, so I didn't actually record our celebration. So I have to apologize. I mean, I was so busy greeting people and preparing the food and making sure everyone was situated correctly and had what they needed. But when I tell you guys, we had so much fun. I mean, we shouted, we screamed, we had noisemakers and horns, and the kids were so excited that they were able to shout and scream. We booed Haman, we cheered Hadassah. I mean, it was just so amazing. One of the things I did do is the movie One Night with the King. I actually let it play in the background on mute, and it just so happened that when we got to the point of Queen Esther approaching the king, it hit the same part in the movie, and we just stopped and I turned it on, and my teenage grandkids and my daughter's friend who was visiting with us and the kids were all able to see this tense moment where she's walking and she's approaching the king, uncalled for, unsummoned, and the tension in the room. And you know, everyone just kind of just stopped and they're staring at it, and they were able to see what it would have been like for her, you know, that terrifying moment of going before the king unsummoned, knowing that she could lose her life. Not just lose her life, but I mean, you know, that was a form of humiliation, you know, for the king to have someone approach him. You know, she was pretty much testing his manhood in front of everyone. And she had to risk her life to do that, to save her people. And it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing that we hit at that same moment, that they were able to watch that. And they cheered, and we continued to read, and they cheered because they could actually see it now and they understood. But yeah, it was amazing. It was an amazing night, so much so that I actually overslept an hour this morning. So it just so happens that my clients are late this morning. So, you know, I had a few minutes to actually record this and to apologize to you guys, but to let you know that we had such a good time, and I hope you all are enjoying your holiday too. So thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit like, comment, share, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe.